Hey guys, it's Chermel here. So, 2018 is coming to an end. Wow, this year really flew by. It seems like I just made this video this time last year talking about my plans for this year. I just wanted to make this short little video to recap on some of the stuff I did this year and my plans and resolutions and whatnot for 2019. So, this year I did a lot of stuff. So if you just check out my Instagram, honestly, you could see half of that stuff. But I'm just gonna recap through some of the top moments or things I did. So at the beginning of the year, like around March, whenever the Olympics were, the Winter Olympics, I had posted a cover of Carrie Underwood's song "The Champion," and somehow she found it surprisingly and shared it on her account to her 7 million followers. So yeah, that was one thing. After that, in April, I had gone to Prudential. I saw Demi Lovato in concert. After that, I went to Minneapolis in May. I went to Connecticut after that. Next, in June, I went to KCON for the first time. It was amazing. I cannot wait to go back in 2019. After KCON, I didn't really do much. Then, in between it's a whole nother story. I'm going to make a whole separate video on that, because it's a different story. I'll make a whole story time type of video on that. So then after that, nothing, I didn't really do too much for the rest of the summer. Then October for my birthday, I went back to Minneapolis because my mom wanted to go out there, so that was basically my birthday present or treat or whatever to go to Minneapolis. So I went to Minneapolis twice in 1 year. And then after all that, nothing else has pretty much happened this year, really. That's pretty much the end of my year, but I feel like I did actually achieve all of my resolutions for once, really. My main resolution was I've been learning Spanish half of my life since I was in elementary school, since second grade about, give or take. And I was doing it on an elementary level, but once I graduated, like I said, I'd gone to Spain, and I have a friend in Spain and stuff. So I continued with Spanish kind of, but I wasn't taking it as seriously as I wish I would have. So in the past year, I've gone back and reviewed, and I'm back at a level that I'm comfortable with Spanish. And as I said also in my last video before, last year, I wanted to start learning Korean, and I did back in July. Back in July, I first started learning Korean. It is a hard language, to be honest, but I think the hardest part probably is first trying to read the characters, but surprisingly I figured that out pretty fast. I figured it out within a week. I felt comfortable and confident with reading Hangul. But recently I've been using these textbooks because I don't know, I feel like I'm an old-fashioned person. I feel like textbooks are kind of fading out currently, really, but I don't know, but just that to me, I think I do better through textbooks. So I have this McGraw-Hill Education Spanish Review and Practice book. This book is really good for people who if you studied Spanish in grade school or maybe university or whatever, and if you're trying to go back and refresh your memory with what you already knew. This is a really good book. I recommend it. And it's it's a really thick book. It's 100-something pages in that book. And then the book I've been using, I really haven't been using this book, to be honest. I've been kind of online and stuff with the Korean, mostly with videos and that type of stuff. But on the side, I use this book, Korean for Beginners, and that's by Tuttle. Tuttle, I think is how you pronounce it. But and plus, I think tomorrow I should be getting my shipment in, where I sent out for a Talk to Me in Korean book, which I hear is a really good resource for learning Korean. Next year I think I'm just going to continue with that, with working with the languages, because I don't know why, I feel like I've always been like that, where I just like other cultures and languages and learning stuff like that about history and cultural stuff. So I'm going to continue with that next year. And then next year I already have a thing planned. I'll be going somewhere. I don't really want to go all the way into detail because that's not what this video is for. But as I said, I'm going to make a separate story time on this. But all I can say is that next year, September next year, I'll be going to Australia for a gig. I don't want to go all the way in that, like I said, with this video, because I'm going to make a whole separate video just talking about that whole story of how I'm going to Australia and why and how all that happened. But basically that's my big thing for next year as of right now that I know of right now, is that yeah, I'll be going to Australia in 2019, but that's not until September on top of that, so that's really a whole year. But yeah, 2019, I'm looking forward to it. And I'll still be on YouTube and stuff. I'm trying to upgrade my posting schedule and get better and stuff. And I feel like that's why I haven't been posting recently. I feel like a couple of my covers, I haven't really been happy with them because I was just posting because I felt like I had to post something. I wasn't really. I felt like it got to a point where I was posting because I felt like I had to, not because I wanted to. So that's why I kind of just took a step back for a week or two. But in the new year, don't worry, I'll be back on a schedule with the Saturday posting, and I might throw another day in there, like a throwback day or something like that. So I'm working on improving my channel, improving my playing, and all that type of stuff. But stay tuned, 2019 will be good. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'll see you next year.